Hello everyone, we're going to check out the update for FireRed Image Edit 1.1 and Flux2 Klein KV models. FireRed were introduced last month with their initial 1.0 release, which was kind of like the predecessor to Qwen Image Edit, specifically the Qwen Image Edit 2059 version. But FireRed Image Edit leans more toward virtual try-on and commercial-purpose image editing. It's built to handle tasks that involve multi-element fusions really well. And in this new version, 1.1, it's improved even further in terms of multi-element consistency and text style referencing. It also does better photo restoration, especially when you have exact elements or image references. In some ways, it actually outperforms Qwen Image Edit here. That said, this 1.1 version still doesn't support multi-angles, at least not in the base models I've tested so far. Now, the other model I'm testing, and that just dropped recently, is the Flux2 Klein 9B or 4B. They also have KV versions. In language models, KV refers to key value caching, a technique used to speed up inference. And in Flux2 Klein, they've applied KV caching to pairwise computing, which boosts processing speed, especially noticeable with the 9 billion parameter model. You'll definitely see faster performance. Because of that efficiency, it can also run with lower sampling steps while still delivering solid results. So both models, FireRed Image Edit and Flux2 Klein, are image editing models, and we're going to run both in this video. But I'm not trying to directly compare them because their model sizes are totally different. First off, FireRed Image Edit is roughly a 20 billion parameter model, while Flux2 Klein is labeled as a 9 billion parameter model. Since they're different sizes, comparing them head-to-head in terms of performance, reference accuracy, or style consistency wouldn't be fair. Each has its own unique strengths. For example, Flux2 Klein tends to generate more realistic, aesthetically pleasing images right out of the gate. On the other hand, FireRed handles element referencing better, especially when you're working with multiple image inputs. By the way, FireRed Image Edit 1.1 has a dedicated ComfyUI Hugging Face repo. It's not just BF16, you'll also find Q8GGUF quantized versions for both the text encoder and the transformer models. Even better, the transformer models come in smaller quantized sizes, like Q4. That brings the file size down to about 12 gigabytes for the lowest quantization option in the Hugging Face repo. But for this test, I'm sticking with the 1.1 transformer safe tensor models. Why? Because I want to see the absolute maximum performance this AI model can deliver. If I only use the quantized GGUF versions, you'd just see how fast it generates, not what it's truly capable of at full strength. As for Black Forest Labs Flux2 Klein 9 KV, there are safe tensor files available for download right now too. So first, I'm going to try out the Flux2 Klein 9 BKV model, yes, the KV version, and I'll also use a LoRA to boost realism and aesthetic quality. You can try that LoRA yourself, the link's in the screenshot you see here. The basic workflow for running this model is super simple, just like the standard Flux2 Klein models. What really interests me, though, is that it works great for text-to-image generation without needing any reference image at all. As you can see at the bottom here, I've bypassed the reference image input entirely. I'm only feeding in a text prompt, and it's generating a brand new image from scratch. Let's take a look at the settings. The sampler is set to the default custom sampler designed for Flux2 Klein. Now, some folks keep asking about the res2s sampler method. You can grab that from a GitHub repo called res4lyf. Just download it as a custom node in ComfyUI, then run pip install-r requirements.txt to install the necessary dependencies. Once that's done, you'll have access to the res sampler for your workflows. Back to our test. Since we're using the KV version, we can afford to lower the sampling steps a bit. I'll start with 6 steps. The minimum is 4, but honestly, 4 is bare bones. If you want better quality, you'll usually need slightly higher steps. This first run is purely text to image. Just to confirm the workflow connecting to Flux2 Klein 9 BKV is working. And yep, it looks like it is. We're using a 720p resolution with no image reference, and as you can see, it successfully generated an image based solely on the text prompt. The result? A woman in what looks like a Thailand-inspired setting. Here's a second example. I've got a character with multiple clothing items described in the prompt. I'm placing her at an outdoor coffee shop, sitting at a table. The output shows pretty good similarity in the dress, but it's missing quite a few elements. The jacket and boots didn't show up. Well, it's a close-up shot, so boots wouldn't be visible anyway. But the black leather jacket and black beanie? Those didn't transfer onto the character. Also, the hairstyle is a bit off compared to my reference image. That's likely a limitation of the 9 billion parameter model. Smaller models sometimes struggle to handle multiple detailed elements in a single output. Now let's switch over to FireRed 1.1. This workflow was originally built for Qwen image edit, so the overall structure is the same. The only changes we need are swapping in the FireRed LoRA and diffusion model. FireRed also includes an 8-step lightning model, which lets you run with fewer sampling steps. Right now, we're using version 1.1 of the Lightning X Steps LoRA. Inside this subgraph, everything's connected just like in the Qwen image edit setup. So let's run the same character, same outfit, and identical text prompt and use the same seed number. Here's the result from FireRed Image Edit 1.1. When you line up the inputs and outputs side by side, it's clear that this model performs way better in try-on accuracy and multi-element referencing. That aligns with what the developers mentioned on their GitHub and Hugging Face pages. They said version 1.1 improves significantly over 1.0, especially in element consistency. Which is exactly why I say these two models, Flux2 Klein and FireRed Image Edit, shouldn't be compared directly. They each serve different purposes in image generation. Sure, they're both image editing models, but their output styles and referencing behaviors are distinct. Take this FireRed output. It includes nearly all the reference elements I provided. The character consistency is also stronger. Notice how the hairstyle matches the reference much more closely than Flux2 Klein did. However, the skin texture feels a bit flat. For realism and aesthetic polish, Flux2 Klein actually shines brighter. Remember, this Flux2 Klein image was generated with just one sampler pass. No second pass refinement, no extra passes. Yet it already delivers a clean, realistic aesthetic. Flux2 Klein definitely leans toward photorealism. That said, it can also handle other styles, like cartoons or anime, if you prompt it that way. But for realism, it's the stronger of the two. Back to FireRed. It nails the multi-element referencing. The hat, leather jacket, boots, and dress. All of them transferred accurately into the new scene. It's almost like a full replication of the outfit onto the character. You could think of FireRed as your go-to for building a solid base image, especially for consistent character outfits. Then, for skin texture or fine details, you could run a second pass with something like Z-Image Turbo or even Flux2 Klein 4B or 9B. That combo actually works really well. So instead of comparing these models, think of them as collaborators. Use each one's strengths to create something better together. Here's another try-on example with the same character. You'll notice the skin texture looks a bit plasticky, even though the environment changed and there are other people in the scene. But FireRed's strength is clear. Outfit consistency, pose adherence. Once you have that strong base image, you can refine it further. For instance, I ran this through Z-Image Turbo. Now, this isn't the optimal setup for Z-Image Turbo. You could push it further with additional LoRAs, tweak denoise values, or even enhance prompts using Qwen VL. For example, you could use Qwen VL with the 4B Instruct model to auto-caption the image and generate richer prompts for refinement. But in this case, since I'm working with multiple images, I kept the prompt simple, just describing the visual style I wanted. So I mainly adjusted the denoise value to control how much the Z-Image Turbo output would alter the original. After generation, you can clearly see more texture, especially on the face. Wrinkles, pores, subtle shadows, they're all more pronounced compared to the FireRed-only version. And the secondary character, who wasn't referenced at all, just generated from text, also gained more realistic facial texture after refinement. I then upscaled the final result using RTX Video Super Resolution to 4K, giving us this polished output. The key takeaway: treat the first-generation image, especially from FireRed, as your base. It's not the final product. It's your starting point for further editing, refinement, or enhancement. To illustrate that, here's a side-by-side comparison using an image comparison node. On the left, Raw FireRed output. On the right, after Z image turbo refinement. Notice the eye contact? In the refined version, the character is naturally looking toward her smartphone. In the FireRed version, her gaze feels robotic and unfocused. The friend character also looks more natural post-refinement. Less heavy makeup, softer features. Of course, makeup preference is subjective. Some might prefer the bolder look. Even non-character elements like the food stayed consistent, but gained subtle texture improvements across the board. So yeah, that's FireRed Image Edit 1.1 in action. Its real strength? Character outfitting. Even if you're not using it for e-commerce, it's super handy for storytelling, like creating video footage where a character wears multiple outfits across scenes. Now, let's revisit the same reference image and prompt. But this time with Flux2 Klein. The style is completely different from FireRed. I really like Flux2 Klein's realism aesthetic. It holds up even without extra enhancement LoRAs. See up top? I've disabled or bypassed all LoRAs, and it still produces a visually pleasing, coherent image that loosely follows the prompt. But character face consistency, that's where it stumbles a bit. The hairstyle tries to mimic the reference, and the outfit attempts to replicate the black sweater and red skirt. But it's not precise. The face looks similar, but the facial identity isn't locked in. That's the trade-off. You get beautiful realism without extra tools, but less fidelity in character replication. Of course, with a second pass sampler or refinement step, you'd get even more detail and texture. So far, that's how both models perform. One quick note on the KV models. The output changes slightly, but not dramatically. Here's the KV-generated image. Now I'll disconnect it and generate a new one using the standard Flux2 Klein 9B without KV caching. Since we're not using KV, I'll bump the steps back up to the recommended minimum. Let's see how they compare. Side by side, the base Flux2 Klein 9B model actually replicates the character's face much more accurately, including near-identical hairstyle and facial structure. But it's got those classic Flux model hands, extra fingers everywhere. Even though I included extra fingers in the negative prompt, it still happens. You usually have to re-roll with a new seed and hope for the best. Interestingly, the KV version didn't have hand issues, but its facial consistency was weaker. Just now, I generated another image with the base Flux2 Klein model, and wow, the facial recognition is spot on. Same hairstyle, nearly identical face. Compare that to the KV output, totally different person. Same outfit idea, but completely different character identity. So the KV version captures general style, but struggles with deep facial ID matching. The base model, however, nails facial recognition. That wraps up my tests with these two updated image generation models. Both FireRed and Flux2 Klein KV bring something unique to the table. And hey, Flux2 Klein KV can absolutely handle other styles too. Anime, cartoons, those are often easier for these models because stylized content has fewer realism constraints. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll be posting the demo workflow along with the FireRed 1.1 setup so you can try it yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. See ya.